Yo, what it do, what it do? Birds, Easton. What's good, what's good? No, we're going to look into what they're talking about. I don't think Parsons is going nowhere. What up, Philly Matt, Falcons, Trent. What's good, what's good? Y'all crazy. All right, so first off, I'm going to start saying, all right, there are conversations being had. What up, JT? In the Cowboys organizations about the trade of Micah Parsons, as there should be. As the Cowboys and Micah Parsons should be looking at all options to figure out their best option, what's best for the team. Yes, that's what all teams should do with all players. 100%, and that is what happens. Do I like the fact that it got leaked and it's now in the media? No, because it's an internal conversation. It's part of the internal process of how teams evaluate players, and no matter the validity to it or not, it doesn't need to be released to the public. What up, Easton? What up, everybody? What's good? What's good? Philly Matt. But Parsons, I highly doubt will be getting traded out of Dallas. I just want to note that every team has these conversations about players. It just doesn't always get brought out to the public. Most teams keep this kind of stuff under wraps. You know, the Cowboys obviously want to make everything a show, so they put it out there, and now the public has hold of it. Now it's a media storm in all of the 3 and 4 letter networks. What up, Mr. Pod? What's good? What's good? But Parsons is almost guaranteed going nowhere. The King's ransom that the Cowboys would want for Parsons would probably be 2 firsts and a player. And I don't see teams wanting to pay that. Plus, I don't see the Cowboys really want to get rid of him, which would be why they would be asking a King's ransom for him. Because they'd be like, all right, well, if someone gives me a deal that, like, I can't turn down, yeah, of course. Like, the game is about making the team better, not about making a player better. So, Wiggs, you a weird one, bro. But what up, Noah? What's good with you? What's good with you? But yeah, so yes, the rumors are out there. There was at least a single conversation, because it's only been one source that leaked a conversation that then got blown across all of the media platforms. So everybody's talking about it. All the way up to Nightcap with Chad Johnson, Shannon Sharp. You got Bears Network talking about it. Just everybody across the NFL. Many other Cowboy podcasts. What up, Riley? What's good? What's good? And then it would be Texas Longhorns. All right, so now that we got that said, my opinion wholeheartedly on this is that Micah Parsons ain't going nowhere. The Cowboys have already said they want to keep Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons already said he wants to stay a Cowboy. Micah Parsons also took away all of his leverage in arguing the hell phone is playing media. I'm hearing, hold on, guys. Why is my phone... Hold on, guys. I'm trying to figure out why my phone is playing an audio. Can you guys hear the music that my phone is playing in the background? Because I don't know why it's even playing. That just threw me completely off. Can you guys still hear me? I'll just turn the volume down. Can you guys still hear me? No. Yeah. maybe Philly, man. It would have to be something like that, but I don't see it happening. The Cowboys, like I said, Micah Parsons has already given all of his leverage away by saying that he doesn't want to be the highest paid player. He wants to take a deal that will keep him in Dallas. He wants to retire in Dallas, and he'll take a lower paid deal so that we can bring in more pieces. He is being a company man, essentially, and throwing his leverage out the window. He said he's not going to be a holdout. There's still an opportunity that he could be a hold in, like be in the building, in the facility, but not practicing with the team. That is a possibility. What up, TJ? What up, Jeffy? But at the end of the day, I don't see this as Micah Parsons going anywhere from the Cowboys. And honestly, you said Garrett. Garrett, the Cowboys are literally number 2 favorites to land a trade offer for Myles Garrett. Now, I would love to have Myles Garrett, but I doubt the Cowboys were going to get Myles Garrett. I personally have no faith that the Cowboys would put that much equity out into another player. Their thought process would be more along the lines of, why get Myles Garrett for this amount of money when we can get 5 other players? You know, that's how they think. Whether those players line up with how good Myles Garrett is another story, but no, yeah, Mike is not going to trade, and he the only team that he said that he would even be interested in going to would be the Steelers, because that was his team. He was a Steeler fan from Pennsylvania. Gary is the reason why. 100%. 100%, Philly, man. I agree with that sentiment 100%. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and react to a couple of these videos that they're talking about with the Cowboys trade to see, just, you know, so I can give my opinion based on them. I may play some of their audio here as well to you. Let me get the other headphone. Make sure, I'll have to see if you guys can let me know. What up, Rye Guy? What's good? What's good? But we'll have to see. Hopefully you guys will be able to hear it as well. All right. So tell me if you guys can hear that audio. Can you hear that audio?
He's always been properly helped with offensive scheme and creativity that way. And
all right. Could you hear that audio? Put a wire. Yeah. Dude.
Go upstairs. Go upstairs and play. I didn't do anything.
All right.
Y'all were screaming.
All right. What up, Too Cool? What up, Miss Pittsburgh? What's good? What's good?
You went over here.
Addison, just stop. Ignore him, dude. Like.
Stay ready up time.
All right. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. What up, Wicked? What's good? What's good? All right. So now that we know you guys can hear that audio, I'm going to go ahead and. All right. What it do? What it do? We back. All right. So I'm going to pull up a couple videos of people talking about the Micah Parsons trade and get a reaction on what they got to say. I'm going to try to find some that aren't really long. All right. I'm going to go ahead and react to. It's a guy's name is Skywalker Steel. Skywalker Steel Unleashed. Shout out to him. He's a guy that I follow myself. He's a Cowboy content creator. One of the best talented ones at that. But I'm going to go ahead and play a video by him and see. I may stop and skip into different places to see. See, and like he just said, that's another thing. Like, this news that was leaked by the Cowboys, when did it come out? It came out around the Super Bowl. What do the Cowboys like to do? The Cowboys like to put their name in the media during some of the biggest events, again, promoting themselves selfishly to, again, grow their value. This is kind of what the Cowboys do. They'll find times around the Super Bowl to drop some news, whether it be true or false, is really for us, the general public, to discover and figure out ourselves. But I'm going to go ahead and continue with it. What up, Landon? What's good with you?
Cowboys press inside.
Are you good, brother? You good?
Mulling over, maybe potentially looking at getting a Kings for Micah Parsons. Right on cue. It's all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to get into that. Welcome to
Facts.
Unleashed channel. And I wanted to talk about this today because I've been seeing this go around.
Like I said, and he just said, his name is Skywalker Steel. Skywalker Steel Unleashed is the name of his channel. If anybody's interested in checking it out, shout outs to you, Skywalker Steel, man. I appreciate you. If you ever see this, probably not, but I appreciate you.
The season for a lot of fans, for last year, fans have wanted to trade Micah Parsons for a long time. They just don't like him as a person. So,
and see, that's the truth. Like, they have been wanting to trade Micah Parsons for how long? Like, some of the fans have been still talking about it because of his podcast or because of some of his actions or antics, that they don't like Micah Parsons. So some of the fans have been wanting to trade. But, we got, as Cowboy fans, we got fans that want to trade every star on our team every year of our existence. So that's nothing new. That's where the Cowboy fans have their fault, is they like to fight with each other. See, now as toxic and has, destroying of their own city the Philadelphia fans are, at least they're together. They're not fighting themselves, even though, some of them might not like each other, but they're not fighting themselves. Cowboy fans will literally fight other Cowboy fans tooth and nail just over an opinion that what they think that the team should do, and that other person doesn't agree. Like, at the end of the day, we all want to win. So that's what it's about. All right, I'm going to get back into this little show here. What up, Art Subs? What's good? What's good, Froggy? What's good? What's good? Hell yeah, Landon. That's what's up. My winter's about over.
Operating franchise, you probably could get a King's ransom.
Yo, Philly Matt. Man, I seen the destruction and carnage the Philly fans left throughout the city of Philly. That's disgusting, honestly. Like, why? Why destroy your city when you guys just won the Super Bowl? Busting store windows out, fires in the middle of the street, shooting fireworks at each other, at buildings. Man, tearing all the light poles down. You guys weren't climbing the poles. You guys were knocking them down. Like, come on. Why would you do that to your own city? What up, Nemo? What's good? What's good? That's not standing on business. That's not standing on business. That's acting like you've never been there before. That's acting like, yeah, but they weren't climbing poles, birds. They were tearing them down. They were tearing the poles down. Like, if I could find the video, I would show you the video of the carnage they left. Have you seen the carnage that's in your city that they left behind? Shooting fireworks at each other and at buildings? Like, that was crazy. That was crazy. All right.
This isn't that. Number two, one of the things that continue to be left out having these discussions about moving to the player trading and Dak Prescott trading is CeeDee Lamb trading and trading.
And that's kind of what I was saying with the Myles Garrett. What up, Sarah? What's good? What's good? That's what I was saying with the Myles Garrett. The way the Jones family thinks, when they see a player with a large amount of money, no matter how good that player is, The only thing that they think about is how many other players they could pick up with it, no matter how not good they may be, which is a horrible way of thinking, which has also got the Cowboys been in this mediocrity for years. All right, we'll get back into it. Make sure you guys do. You guys can still hear it, right? All right, Landon, you have a blessed day, brother.
Very the low end level free agent players out there, right? Max or not even DJ Max, Dollar General sometimes. And I'm not saying you can't find
I believe it,
Eric
Nemo.
Kendricks,
I
right,
believe it.
in a year or so of when J-Ron Hurst. That's how you build championships. Wow, get guys that can be considered and trading. The problem is with the organization, they really
No, yeah, facts, Noah. The Cowboys are the number 2 favorite team to land Myles Garrett, but we all know Jerry Jones ain't gonna do that deal.
rely on these
What up, Garcia? What it do? No
players.
spam. No
And
spam,
if they hit
Garcia.
like this, and if they are at the these
Your
players
message
at
will
the
get
top of the
read.
top in their respective positions, they have to lean into it. Organizations may be able to trade for or away from a guy like a Jalen Ramsey, right? And I'm just using him as an example. Khalil Mack's another guy. Some of those organizations trade away guys. We've seen the Rams trade away guys before.
That's sorry about that.
For the Cowboys, they don't do this.
Yeah, one did it in Philly too when they beat Washington.
Yeah, you like boys. Stop! Stop it! He's trying to hit me!
Dude, stop trying to hit your sister. Just go mind your business. No, Elliot. Alright. You might have to go back and rewind the beginning of this video. Like I said, all teams talk about all players in the manner of whether there should be a trade, whether they should sign them, whether they should extend them. That's a conversation all teams have about all of their top players. What up, Milk? All right, so yeah, all teams talk about my bad with the mute. All teams talk about all of their star players in a manner of whether they should be traded, extended, signed, whatever. That conversation happens on all teams with all of the top players. What we don't hear from those teams, though, is we don't hear that information getting leaked to the general public because they don't care to let the general public know all of their business decisions. What do the Cowboys like to do, though? They like to make a show or turn everything into a showboat. and they want their name to be in the media. So what better time to put some false news out there to the media, or even if it ain't false news, they having a conversation. The conversation doesn't mean that it's going to happen or not. The conversation is just a conversation that all teams have with their star players. The Cowboys they want to release that information right around the Super Bowl so that the most eyes get to see it. So that maybe, just maybe, a team does throw a bone and throw up they're wanting to trade me. Because the Cowboys, we don't call nobody. We wait for calls. So they're not actively calling nobody. Like they didn't call Derrick Henry to offer him anything. The Jones are going to wait for people. So it's kind of just a bone that the Jones threw out around the Super Bowl when they know everybody's going to be watching, and hope that maybe somebody bites. And if they don't care, because at the end of the day, they really don't want to get rid of Micah Parsons. They want to keep him. They want to sign him. But if somebody does just happen to throw some king's ransom, some deal that the Cowboys can't turn away, that possibility is a greater odd to happen if they do put this out there like that. So that's really what this is. This is really a decoy move by the Cowboys to keep their name in the media during the Super Bowl. That's really what this is all about. Because at the end of the day, we know the Cowboys aren't going to trade Micah Parsons. And I would be scared if I really thought that they were going to trade him, because the Cowboys lately have been horrible in trade offers. We overpay, we pay high dollar for Amari Cooper, we get very little for him. And then the next team is able to trade him and get adequate value from him. We make horrible trades. We throw 4th-round picks away like they're not needed for a backup quarterback that's going to sit on the bench and make $5 million a year, or for a wide receiver that's unproven that nobody knows nothing about because he's done nothing. They just throw their 4th-round picks away. But again, now they obviously are still doing that media crap that I'm not a fan of, trying to make everything a show. But what they've been saying is they have been talking about how they could do better, and when the Jones family is saying these are things we could be doing better, we could be better at that's them saying that they failed in the previous half. That's the closest we're going to get to the Jones family admitting that they have been failing as an organization over the past previous years. The only way we're going to get that is them saying we could have been better. That's them saying sorry, we're fuck ups. That's literally what that is. And then talking about what they're bringing in. Obviously, I wasn't the biggest backer of the head coach hiring, which I'm still not, and it's really only because Brian Schottenheimer's an unknown as far as a head coaching candidate, which ain't a big issue. It's just not what we wanted as a fan base for the most part. We wanted someone that was going to come in and stand up to Jerry Jones and make a change. But now, after the dust has settled from all that, we have found that they are starting to kind of change things around a little bit. They're bringing some college coaches up that are really good at the running game that the college teams tried to offer more money to keep. They're trying to make the right decisions here. But yeah, to me, this media ploy of Micah Parsons being traded is my full opinion on it. We won't know. We'll know when the season starts, I guess, whether or not it was true or whether it was just a ploy or not. Appreciate that, Milk. I'm sure, Elliot, I'm sure you don't like Myles Garrett wanting out. But, I mean, he's done what he could there. It's the organization that needs to, kind of like the Cowboys. The organization needs to be fixed. The culture that the ownership has been bringing in there isn't what it needs to be, and it needs to change. And I'm just glad that the things we're hearing coming out of the front office of the Cowboys organization now is starting to look better. Like, they're putting some of the right ingredients in for the Kool-Aid to be pretty good. But we still got a few more ingredients that need to come. We need to make sure we stir that Kool-Aid with the right stick, and then it needs to chill for the off season in the fridge just so we can see how it tastes when it comes out in the regular season. But so yeah, I mean, they're making some what looks to be some good Kool-Aid. We won't know for sure yet because we're not willing to take a sip of that Kool-Aid just yet. They need to do some more in this off season to prove that we're ready to drink that Kool-Aid. Rams front office is being. I hear you. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to take Cooper Cup off you guys' hands. I'd love to do that. What up, Gardo? What's good? What's good? All right. So I'm gonna play some more of this video so we can get Skywalker Steele's opinion on this Micah Parsons issue. What up, Osiris? What's good? What's good? Eddie, I'm live. I'm not worried about a video game. All right, it's good.
I don't need them to trade, first and second round picks every year. But what you do need them to do is find these pockets, find these pockets to spend a little bit of free to trade high quality guys for a few. That's postseason. That's all.
I hear you, Osiris. I thought so too. Terrible Super Bowl.
You see our head coach Battle.
100%, Gardo. Yes, ma'am, Sarah. I see you putting in that work. Appreciate you, girl.
Go out and get 2 or 3, tier 2 players, maybe one tier 1 player, and see if that'll help. They did none of that. They got Eric Kendricks, and that was it. And then they.
Y'all can hear the audio, all right? Coming through clear enough to hear good.
Fell in with Carl Lawson later in camp, but that's how the Cowboys.
Redskins, not Commanders.
Operate like a normal NFL high quality organization. They like to lean on the draft.
I agree, Gardo.
So when they draft and develop these types, the Micah Parsons types, they have to lean into that. Now, if you were to trade him for a king's ransom, you would have to pair that with being aggressive with said ransom. You understand? That's the problem. If you're going to get 2 first-round picks and a third, I don't know what they would consider a king's ransom. The Cowboys' king's ransom could be a 4th-round pick for Amari Cooper, but
see, just like Steele just said, the Cowboys' king ransom is getting a 4th-round pick for Amari Cooper when the team that you trade him to 2 years later gets a 3rd-round pick, and he had a much better career with the Cowboys than he did the Browns. We could have got easily a 2nd-round pick for Amari Cooper, and the Cowboys settled for a 4th. Well, it might have been a 5th. I think it was a late 4th. It's crazy, though.
actually a 5th-round pick. But if you do get
I mean, one can dream, Osiris. One can dream. I think we saw
you have to pair that with being aggressive.
Hey, Guardio. It looked the same when they played Tampa Bay with Tom Brady, too. They got blew out then, too. And you know what the combination was in both of those games? Neither team drew up any blitzes. They got home with 4-man pressure all game long and had Patrick Mahomes running. No blitz. No blitz, and you still get 6 sacks? That's crazy trench work by Philly. Shout out to y'all for that. What up, Puff Dutch? What's good? What's good? I don't know, Osiris. I love the confidence. What up, bro? Got facts, Steel. Facts, brother.
15, 16, 17, maybe in a fight in the top 10 this year. Maybe you get somebody to fight that's going to suck in 2025 and you'll get a top 10 pick next year. You don't know. That's how these things work out. But you're just hoping and wishing on a star. Get somebody of Micah Parsons' caliber in the
100% factual information that Skywalker Steel is putting out there, that no matter the ransom that we get for Micah Parsons, even if we were to get a ransom for Micah Parsons, the problem is the Cowboys would need to be aggressive in what they do with that ransom. Who's going to bite? Are we going to get a top 10 player? Are we going to be able to draft Abdul Carter to replace Micah Parsons? Probably not. Are we going to be able to get a player later than that that's better than Micah Parsons? Probably not. And then after that, everything is going to be a hope and a prayer. Like you're hoping for something to happen, and we're getting rid of a guarantee for something to hopefully happen, and that's just, you know, I think that's way out of Jerry Jones' comfort zone, and I don't think that's a possibility of even happening, to be completely honest. All right, let me pull this up real quick. Oh, there we go. Yes, sir. What up, JR? What's good? What's good? Yeah, Myles Garrett, the Cowboys are currently number 2 favorites to trade for Myles Garrett, which we know that's not going to happen. What up, Corey? Yeah, NFL offseason about to be wild, bro. Cowboys need Tez Johnson to pair with 88. Man, I'd take Luther Burden. I'd take Luther Burden. But the problem is if we take Luther Burden, the running back we're going to get in the second or third round is not going to be a generational talent. They're going to be a very serviceable running back because the running back draft is pretty high this year. The running back class is pretty high. What up, Puff Dutch? Welcome back. But no, yeah, I know Luther would. Well, we'll have to see. We'll have to see how this draft goes. Anything could happen. But I wanted to get him. But like I said, if we were to get Luther Burden in the second round, the running back we would get is not going to be an Ashton Genty. It's not going to be a generational talent. He's just going to be a very solid running back that, if you have a good O-line, can be great. Now, Ashton Genty, if we go and get him, the O-line can have some, defects or mess up areas, and he can kind of cover for that because he's a generational talent. And then we could still find a wide receiver that could be comparable. Or we go into free agency and get a wide receiver like Cooper Kupp or DK Metcalf or whoever. DeAndre Hopkins. They're talking about Adams. Who knows? Who knows who we could get in the free agency? But I think that the wide receivers in the free agency would be a better opportunity to pair with CeeDee Lamb and then to draft Genty so that we got the generational running back and a very solid number 2. What up, Shannon May? What's good? What's good? But yeah, so that's my kind of opinion on that. We're going to finish out this video real quick with Skywalker Steel. Again, if you're watching Skywalker Steel, shout out to you, my brother.
There's only 7 people left. After 5.
I say that, and it's player that maybe thinking about trading to get out the land because they don't do this.
Hey, we'll see, Gardo. We'll see.
Trades,
Like I said, stay confident, brother.
assets, draft picks, what have you. Go flip that for a proven high caliber veteran or young veteran player that could potentially be available. Go get me the Jalen Ramsey.
I don't think the Vikings are going to own the NFC, Shannon, but stay confident, my brother.
Dad, shut up! Shut up, Dad! Shut up!
What up, Queen Anne? What's good, Ryan? What's good? What's good?
Is
Shut up! You can't.
these players
You tell me, Ryan. Since you know what I do on a regular basis. You tell me.
I don't know how they got such a good gun.
All right, yeah, I think he's done talking about the trade possibility with Michael Parsons. At this point, I think he's kind of going on about some other stuff. But yeah, man, shout outs to you, Skywalker. Still, I appreciate you, my man. I watch all your content as well. Whenever I listen to it, anyways, whenever I get the chance. But yeah, just wanted to have have y'all listen a little bit to his opinion and what he's talking about with the Michael Parsons talks of being traded, which we all know is a decoy. We know it's a decoy. Oh, I did. All right, my bad. I must have pressed the button on accident. My bad, my bad. So yeah, I just wanted to get in there and have you guys listen a little bit about what Skywalker Steel was talking about with the trade talks that we're hearing coming out of Cowboys office, front office that is, with Michael Parsons being traded. Because we all know, if you're in the know about the Cowboys, then you know that the Cowboys aren't trading Michael Parsons. That was just a decoy that the Cowboys put out around the Super Bowl to bring in more eyes on their name and on their brand. But yeah, the Vikings are, in my opinion, sorry Redskin fans, but the Vikings are the Redskins of the NFC East, where they have one really good season and then they fall off for somewhere between 5 and 10 seasons. And then they'll have a really good season and then they'll fall off again. Teams that are never consistently good generally don't turn around and become consistently good because they have one good year. What up, Pat? What it do? What it do? No, yeah, you know that's a decoy, Pat. Come on now, you know that was a decoy. When did that information get leaked out of the Cowboys building? Around the Super Bowl. Why would the Cowboys do that? Why would the Cowboys leak information about trade on Micah Parsons around the Super Bowl? Hmm. They want to have their name in the media. They want to be talked about on them 3 letters and 4 letter networks. And what could it do? Because we know it's a decoy because they don't really want to trade him. But had some team actually go and bite on that trade offer, had some team just actually go bite on that and offer them some king's ransom, then maybe. But it would have to be an offer that was enticing enough that they would turn down a guarantee and be able to pick up another one. But we all know that's not what's happening. Hey, that's your opinion, Ryan. I worry about the team. I don't worry about just the one player necessarily. Oh yeah, yeah. The Vikings are not more relevant than the Lions. No, yeah, I know, bro. Yeah. Oh, you were telling Philly, man. That's fine. Yeah, I wasn't. I'm surprised you went on. You was talking about it on here. I wasn't gonna tell anybody your story about why you ain't been on very much. I was gonna let you tell that if you wanted to. I think the Cowboys are likely going to get Genty, but I mean, it's really a guessing game. I mean, anything could happen in this draft. Yeah, the Vikings fade faster than my low top fade or my low cut fade. What up, best? Yes, sir. Yeah, it's a shitty situation, man. I Definitely hate it for you, brother. You already know I'm here for you, bro. You already know I'm here for you, Pat. Concrete or grass? What do you mean? A little bit of both. Except it's wet because it's raining. What up, King Jackson? What's good? What's good? What's good with everybody? No, you good. You can be a big fan of Squid Games. Do you like sports, though, best? Because we do mostly sports over here. Yeah, there's a little bit more to it than that. But yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, you want to be a positive person in the chat. You want to be a positive person in positive influence in the community. I mean, I don't know, Queenan. I don't know. I'm not putting him above Jerry Rice yet. That would be kind of crazy. That would be kind of crazy, Gardo. What kind of question is that, King Jackson? Well, I mean, I like what they're doing so far, Pat. As far as the coaches that they're bringing in under Brian Schottenheimer, I do like that. We're actually talking about bringing in Ken Dorsey too, to be under the Schottenheimer administration. But I like the coaches that they're bringing in underneath for sure, for sure. And they're talking about that they're going to be active in this free agency. So I'd really love to see them go grab an offensive lineman and a wide receiver in this free agency, and then try to draft what other needs we can, as long as we also get one of the top players. I don't think so. I don't think so, King Jackson. I think he can be a good. I think he can be a good head coach. I think he needs to. I think he needs to learn a few more years. I think he needs to learn a few more years. Chip Kelly to the Raiders. Is Chip Kelly coming back from college, Flu Matt? Hey, if they do, best, I would be stoked. I'll be stoked. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For sure. For sure. For sure. But yeah, I'm probably gonna hop off here pretty soon. I just wanted to get on here as I normally do on Tuesday. What up, Stardashian? What up? What up? What up? I sent a like your way earlier. I saw you on live. What part of North Carolina you in, Stardashian? That's where I'm at. I'm up here in North Carolina. Michigan winning the Natty this football season coming up. Man, you better cut it out with that, Messi. Jackson, I'm hoping that some team jumps up ahead of the Cowboys in the draft to get him. Lower the players that are actually talented to us. Let them fall to us. So I would love for a team above us in the draft to just go ahead and draft him. I'd be happy for him. I think that he'd be great for him. Oh, you guys might be moving up to North Carolina Star? Hey, that's what's up, brother. That's what's up. Oh, you were in Statesville? Man, so you like 30 minutes from me on the other side of my homeboy in the chat, Mr. Pat in the chat. He's like 30 miles away, 30 minutes away from me one direction, and you're like 30 minutes away from me the other direction. I don't. I don't vacation in Florida. Shit, I don't vacation very often, period. What you talking about? But most of the time we vacation in South Carolina. Name your name. Squid Game. Man, I ain't even watched Squid Game. If you're talking to me, Landon, I ain't even watched Squid Game. Oh, is he the Raiders OC? Did he already go to the Raiders? Hey, I ain't seen that yet. Check it out. Because I don't watch TV and stuff like that. I really don't watch TV or movies. No, yeah, I mean, I ain't the biggest Myrtle Beach fan either. But until they start lowering it, taking that inflation away from us, man, I didn't get a vacation once with Biden in office. I didn't get to go to vacation one time with Biden in office. I had to stay working. I'm in Concord, Stardashian. And Pat's in Charlotte. What up, Athena? What's good? What's good? Oh, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just standing on the front porch. Standing in the rain. What is your favorite made-for-TV movie? I don't know. I don't have one. Training Day, maybe? I don't know. Chip as OC might be good. Yeah, I mean, his scheme worked great in college. His scheme did work great in college. But Philadelphia, the players in Philadelphia hated it. The players in Philadelphia hated it. They always talked about how they hated it. Yes, sir, Steve. What it do, brother? What it do? Bang, bang, bang. Oh, don't tell me you like them 49ers. Breaking Bad's pretty good, Nemo. I like Breaking Bad. I did see that one. Favorite basketball team's Dallas Mavericks. Until they started making Jerry Jones decisions. Damn Dallas Mavericks starting to make Jerry Jones decisions over there, trading their best player to pick up an injury-prone player that's 6 years older. It's crazy work, guys. No, yeah. Yeah, a lot of the players, they didn't relate with him very well over there in Philly. That's for sure. We heard a lot of grumbling. I got you, Best. That's what's up. Need to go outside, Mello? Come on, Mello. Come on, Mello. Go potty. Come on. Go get him, boy. But yeah. There's a good profile. Yo, I know they definitely talking about getting rid of Debo. I don't really want Debo though, Pat. Honestly, I'd rather have someone like Cooper Kupp or Devontae Adams. I want to get a big body receiver, no, not a Swiss Army knife. I mean, I love what Debo can bring, but you know, and he's a tough and physical player, but he hasn't been playing the same. And Devontae Adams is the next wide receiver under Michael Evans, with the longest streak of 1,000-yard seasons. I'd take Devontae Adams all day. I've been begging for that man to come to the Cowboys for 3 years. Him or DeAndre Hopkins. I've been banging on the table for those two names to get one of them. Oh, of course, Philly, Matt. Adams is still breaking 1,000-yard seasons. Debo couldn't stay healthy. And when he was staying healthy, he didn't look good. Debo didn't look good last year, Pat. I bet he will miss Pittsburgh. I about guarantee that. Yeah, Debo was struggling last year. No, yeah, D-Hop was non-existent in the Super Bowl. But, I mean, I've been saying his name for 3 years now. him and Devontae Adams. But I would take Devontae Adams in a heartbeat. Ayuk is younger and up. I mean, Debo, if you're talking in their prime. Yeah, I saw that, Nemo. But yeah, I'd definitely take Devontae Adams. He's still getting 1,000-yard seasons. Devontae Adams right now has 5,000-yard seasons in a row. The only person better than him is Mike Evans with 1,000-yard seasons. Bye, Landon. You have a blessed night, brother, man. Make it great on purpose. I have no idea, King Jackson. I know it won't be the Cowboys. Even though they're number 2 favorite to land him, I know it won't be the Cowboys. Brock Bowers is nice. What do you mean he had 200 yards and 2 TDs this season? Yeah, but the Jet. Look at where who did he play for, Philly Matt? Who did he play for? He played for the Jets, and no, he had 1,000 yards. And we don't need him to be a number 1. We need him to be a number 2. Oh, he had a 200-yard. Yeah. Yeah, Devontae Adams still good. Hell yeah, me too. What up, Chris? What's good? What's good? I wanted Luther Burden, Chris, but honestly, I want to kind of get a receiver in the free agency, whether that be Cooper Kupp or Devontae Adams or someone like that. I would take somebody in the free agency as wide receiver, and if we can't get Genty, we need to take the next best player. Next best player. We need the next best player at that point. Whether that be D-line or O-line, we need the next best player. What up, Alyssa? What it do? What it do? Better late than never, but I see you. Mello, stay over here, boy. Sit. Hyperboy, sit. Sit. What's all over your nose, dude? Good boy. Sorry, man. Come on, Mello. Mello. Yeah, I know. He's a little damp. It ain't even about that. We got his gameplay is still good. I mean, his gameplay is still good. I understand the division that they're or the conference that they're in, but Genty is the reason why Boise was good this year. I mean, I don't think we even hear any other names off of that team being talked about. But yeah, we got about 5 more minutes, guys, and then we're going to wrap it up. I appreciate everybody tuning in with us tonight, though. Make sure everybody smashes that like button. And yeah, we'll be back live at least Friday, if not tomorrow or Thursday. If it depends on if there's any news that comes out about football that I can come on here and talk about. Otherwise, it'll probably be the Friday stream. What up, Dylan? What it do? What it do? They also destroyed their city, Dylan. Why did they go and destroy their own city? No, yeah, Philly Matt. That's what I'm talking about. Like Genty is a generational back. The other backs will be very good, very solid, but drafting Genty in the first round can help make up for not having a solid O-line. If you draft one of them other running backs, you better have the O-line in order to have a good running game. What up, Eagles fan? What up, Juan? What up, Miss Pittsburgh? Dylan, everybody tuning in. Messi. Yes, sir, Pat. Always, brother. Always. Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all. Definitely appreciate all y'all. Y'all are awesome. Without y'all, there is no me. Well, I mean, I'm obviously here, but I'm talking. Without y'all, it's me and Pat in the chat. Like, if you guys go back and watch some of the games from the beginning of the season, the whole game is literally me and Pat in the chat. He been with me since 2019. What up, Chris? Appreciate that. Appreciate that, brother. Yeah, I'm gonna be trying to do some more of these shows like this where I can, either react to some other information that's coming out. That way we get more live streams put on here. Hopefully it gets cleared by Skywalker Steel. I'm gonna comment. I'm gonna try to talk to him in the next video I watch of his. I'll make sure I don't get striked down by any use of the audio in his content. I didn't use any of his video, and I gave him all the credits. So hopefully he doesn't strike me for it. Yeah, you still the mod. Yeah, you still the mod of yourself. Like I said, Pat's the only mod that, like, you have two different type of moderators in your chat. You have a standard moderator, and then you have a managing moderator. Pat is the only one besides me that is a managing moderator. No, Juan. What that was, Juan, you might have to just rewind the video back, because I don't know that I want to continue talking about it, because it's going to go on past the time limit here. But it's the Cowboys putting out a decoy during the Super Bowl to get the media platforms to talk about them. And then what it does, putting that decoy out there, it puts it in other teams' head, so that even though they're not actually seeking a trade offer, if someone does so happen to offer them a king's ransom that they can't turn down, that maybe they take it. But really, it's just a decoy to put their name in the media during the Super Bowl. That's all it really was. No, Chris. At this stage, we aren't close. We're not close. Philadelphia has a stacked team. How close we can, how much we can close that gap this season will be very dependent on what we do in free agency and what we do in the draft. I like the coaches that they're bringing in. All the coaches. Yes, sir. Appreciate you. But exactly, Pat. Exactly, brother. But yeah, it it's going to be solely dependent on what we do this off season. I'm very happy with the coaches that we're bringing in under Brian Schottenheimer. I think those coaches. The Cowboys are finally letting the coach kind of pick his own roster, which is something that the Cowboys haven't done since Jimmy Johnson. The Cowboys haven't had a full, complete coaching turnover since like the Jimmy Johnson era. They've always had holdover coaches that they'll bring in a new head coach, but they're going to make him work with other coaches that have been there. They didn't do that this year. They completely let everybody go. Brian Schottenheimer didn't make any calls. He didn't call any plays. So, yes, he's a holdover that we bumped up as a head coach, but we'll just have to see how it plays out. The coaches that we are bringing up underneath him, there's good possibility that we can close the gap some. I don't think we can completely close it this season. Maybe in 2 seasons we can. It just depends on what Philly does too. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. But yeah, guys, we've hit that hour mark, guys. So hopefully you guys stick in there and have a blessed night. I'm gonna hop off here, and we'll be back at least Friday. Friday is the next scheduled stream. I'm not saying that there ain't a possibility that I hop on either tomorrow or Thursday, but the next scheduled stream will be Friday. And just keep your eyes out, because who knows if I end up coming on for a small stream tomorrow or for Thursday. But y'all stay blessed. Keep your heads up. Stay positive. And, man, make sure y'all treat everybody great, because you never know what anybody's going through. Rule Rawls, we out here.